Hey guys, we got a question this week in the Facebook group from Randy Beesterfield. Randy writes, in some mixes, I want the drums to have a great room sound on top of having a super crisp and intimate hi-hat. But between the close mic, overheads, and rooms, you get flamming from the other mics, which makes the hi-hat mushy. What are some ways to avoid this?
So one of the answers I threw into the comments there that I do quite often isn't really an answer for what to do in mixing, but it's definitely an answer for a way to avoid this when you're tracking. One of the things I like to do is to track the drums and the cymbals separately. This way, the drums have a decay and all that in the room mics that you can compress the snot out of and get nice length out of. But the cymbals are in a separate set of room mics. So if you compress the drum room mics, you don't end up with washy cymbals, especially if you're using something like a mono drum room mic. At that point, you could potentially lose like the directivity, the width, and the clarity of individual cymbal hits. So Kenny hopped on his drum kit and tracked this awesome session for us.
Yeah.
Wherein he started doing just one take with everything, the whole kit together, and then did two separate takes of just drums and then just cymbals, overlaid on top of one another.
To simplify it a little bit, I did a full take with all the mics going. Like I said, I put towels on the cymbals. Basically, it was just kick and snare. And then what I did was I duplicated all my cymbals and overheads and room mics, everything but the close drum mics. And I only hit record on those ones, and I was just playing the cymbals along with it, with the click in my ear.
So this is the first portion of the take. It's funny because even listening to that, I can kind of feel that you're trying to figure out what to do with your other hand totally.
Yeah, it just feels very empty.
It's your first time trying it, so
Yeah.
Let's hear the second half of the take there.
Yeah. And then the cymbal hit.
So one of the cool things to do to a room, obviously, is just smash it so that you get a nice long decay out of it. So you're already ready to smash it. Go for it. Let me hear what that sounds like.
Smash it, baby.
God, that sounds awesome.
It sounds so good.
It really does sound really awesome. Like the kick is huge in it and everything. But here's the important thing. Right now, you're getting decay from the kick. You're getting decay from the snare.
Yep.
But you're not getting cymbal bleed in it. Let's go back to the first take with this smasher compressor on here and hit play there and hear what this does. Let's go back to Randy's question, right? His question, the issue is that he wants that big room sound, but he doesn't want to lose clarity and detail in the hi-hat, right?
Exactly.
So the big room sound comes from, being able to compress that room so that you get the longer decay. What we've got here in example 2, we've got a room sound that we can compress the crap out of, and it doesn't affect the hi-hat in any way because the hi-hat is not a part of that mono compressed crushed garbage.
Exactly.
Right? So if we want to here, let's take the hi-hat track that's right underneath the room that you've got there.
Yep.
And just bring it up a little bit in level.
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you still have super clean cymbals, but you've got that long decay and bigness of the snare drum sound there.
If you're going for something that's kind of surreal, maybe you approach the recording process in a surreal way where the drums are overdubbed with the cymbals so that you can really have that super clear placement. But if you're going with this natural realism, maybe you want to go for this mushy pumping sound,
Yeah, I mean, you're doing something kind of unorthodox to make it like while you track it, it's not very realistic, but the end result, if you do it right, it's like hyper realistic.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, hey, Randy, thanks for asking the question in the Facebook group. And if you guys have questions, feel free to ask it on the Facebook group or subscribe to our YouTube page. And we'll be putting these videos up every single week.
Awesome.
Randy,
Thanks, guys.
I'm happy to be a test monkey. Have a good one.
Later.